Clark, what would you say is your favorite episode or your favorite moment from the last 3 years, and or it could be, what you're looking forward to, any of those things?
Ooh, okay. Wow, so many episodes I've loved. I mean, from when Nick Fury showed up and gave me back my favorite gun, from the Avengers to the kiss heard round the world. Seeing Daisy become Quake, seeing Mac get his shotgun axe.
What I love, I asked him for one thing, and he's ruined it for the whole
show.
group.
He's taking
everybody
all
else
of
is
our
going,
favorite
wait, that was mine.
Oh, sorry, I'm taking everybody's.
Jeff Bell, your favorite moment or episode from the last 3 years?
Easy. Favorite moment was the Spies Goodbye last year.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby and Hunter leaving, and this young man right here breaking my heart as they said goodbye.
Yeah, Henry.
I think we can all raise our glass to Bobby and Hunter.
Yeah.
Henry, since you just got brought up, what was your favorite episode or moment?
Oh my goodness, I don't want to sound redundant, but it was The Spies Goodbye, because for me, I was not acting in that scene. That was very personal for me, one of the most personal scenes I've ever done in my career, because, oh my gosh, I don't want to get emotional talking about it.
It's okay, they want it. They want you to get emotional.
Cry.
Just saying goodbye to two people that I very much care about. It was real.
Ian, I know how much you like answering questions, so tell me what your favorite moment was, and I know it was kissing Elizabeth, but you can go ahead and tell us.
Actually, I think it was episode 5 when you went away to the other planet, 'cause she was pretty... I think we can all agree she was pretty great. Sorry, I slept for you.
No, it's your favourites
but
when
also,
I went away.
I got 7 days off.
Yeah, that's
So I sat by the pool and drank frozen margaritas. It was great. I'm like,
That's a good answer.
it's true.
Elizabeth, would you like to counterpoint? What was your favorite moment?
Well, I don't know if this is a bad sign, but it was the first proper one that we did, the episode 2 of season 1. Maybe it was downhill from there on out, I don't know. But it was the end shot when we were all drinking beer and watching the 084.
Oh, yeah.
But it just felt like the first time this is going to be a really special family. And we were drinking.
Yeah.
So there was
Water.
Water.
Jed, do you have your own?
There are a lot. We've done a few episodes now. I have a soft spot for the first finale, well, all the finales really, but the first finale, it was way too hard to make. And we had Sam Jackson for, I think one day at the beginning of the schedule, but we hadn't built any of the sets. So we built a small piece of the set and shot his stuff, and then a week later shot the rest of the scene. But that's an example of how crazy that episode was. But everything always in the finales is a little too crazy, and at the last minute comes together, like chopping off your hand, which was actually a piece of chicken with some blood in it. And it seems like we always come right down to the wire. The last second we're allowed to film, we're still filming. Then hopefully it all comes together, and so far it has.
And Maurissa, do you have a different?
Ian stole my favorite episode, but that's fine. We'll deal with it later. No, it's fine. Just wait till you see the next scene we write for the next episode. Full frontal. Just kidding.
Yes.
Please.
I'm terrible.
Please.
Please,
America
Marissa,
has been
please.
waiting.
Please, everybody's begging. Yes, that episode, 4,722 hours, was a risk from the very beginning, just conceptually. And it was a risk across the board from the studio, us coming up with it in the room, because it's a completely isolated episode that features young Miss Elizabeth Henstridge being a super Furiosa badass all on her own on an isolated planet. But yeah, we think it was definitely a departure from anything we've ever done, and I hope you liked it as much as we liked making it.
And a very good script by Craig Titley, who I think is somewhere out
here.
there. So
Craig,
why
where
don't
you
you stand
at,
up?
Craig Kitley's in the audience. You want to give Craig a big hand
really
for that
red.
script.
Where is he?
Ming?
Hi. I always have really a difficult time answering these types of questions, and I was racking my brain, and for me, it's really about all the moments and the process of bringing the show together and just watching those clips. Both Chloe and we were getting so emotional because we're like, wow, we do this shit. I mean, we do this stuff. Sorry. And so, like, for me, from just the table read that we do when we all get together and we're discovering the script and hearing it for the first time, to the madness of putting the show together and then having Kolpak come and make you sit in front of a green screen and try to describe and tell you what you're pushing, what buttons you're doing, and that you're flying a plane when you're just sitting in a cockpit seat, and then you see the final result of everything with the music of Bear, McCreary, and it's the whole process. And so it's really hard for me to pinpoint like a moment, except getting hired for this show. So.
And just to comment on those table reads, you can always tell when Ming hasn't read the script yet.
Yeah.
Because we'll get to a turn in the story and you'll hear, ah! We're like, you're supposed to read it before
Or
you
she'll
come.
just
Okay.
look at us across the table like, no. Then what happens? Just turn the page.
Chloe, what has been your?
Oh God, I mean, same as that, what you
so-
said. But I mean, this year the most memorable was probably the last day of shooting. It was a really emotional one. Everyone was there, and my last scene was the big Daisy Hive fight in the finale. And just fighting Brett, it was like really heavy, and all the emotions were real, and it was really sad, and it just reminds you how lucky we are to be here. So that was memorable. Also flying in the car with Clark. Remember when we were on the car and we had rigs?
Hey,
So
Jeff.
much fun.
Jeff,
Yeah.
I do think mentioning Brett Dalton's not with us this year,
Yes.
and we love him, and he's been awesome for us. I think we should just all say hi, Brett. So.
Hi, Brett.
Hi, Brett. Hi, Brett.
A big round of applause for Brett Dalton.
I'm Viviana, and I'm from Santee, California.
Welcome.
My question is, what personally was the hardest episode or scene to film, and why?
That's a good question. I'm gonna throw it first to
It's a bunch of us.
Any day now.
Bunch of us.
go. All right, Mr. Bell, you're shaking your head.
I'm shaking my head. Don't call on me. Some of the stuff Elizabeth shot was out in an area called Trona, and it was about 1,000 degrees.
1,000,
And
yeah.
Elizabeth literally got heat stroke shooting it. And so,
And
I
you're
had to
supposed
work every day, you guys. Didn't have one. Usually I have at least 2 days off. Every day. Poor me.
And she had to act cold, which is the other funny part.
oh, and she had to kiss Ian, so that could have been a hard day too.
Henry.
You know what it is, Henry.
Oh, really? What is it? Oh, my God.
You know what it is.
Yeah, I think so.
What is it?
I think it was my first season, second season, where my character had to go down a rope or something like that.
Oh, it was when you were descending into the hidden underground city.
Yeah, he gets so excited.
Yeah.
He gets so excited.
Well, you're a big, scary man. It's funny when you're afraid of something.
I don't like heights, okay? And they put me on this rope, and I thought it was going to be all secure, and it was secure to a point.
Oh my God.
But they put a little
Your voice
mat
went up a
down.
couple octaves.
How?
It was like literally 8 feet off the ground.
It was,
Just 2 more
lie,
feet
no
higher
lie.
than you are.
I'm going to call myself out here. They go, Henry, go higher, and I was gripped with fear, right? And I said, I can't go any higher, I can't go any higher. And my buddy, who's my stand-in, he walks up to me, he goes, Henry, I can touch you from here. I'm not lying. Horrible. That stays in the room, though. It stays in the room.
Were you surprised about how well the strength of the female characters has been received by the fans?
because I start the police academy next week, and I appreciate it more than you could ever know.
That's amazing, and thank you. Ming, I think a lot of people do look up to you as someone that inspires them. You want to talk a little bit about that responsibility and what that is like in your world?
It's a tremendous honor, and it kind of blows my mind because, as a mom, to have all of the fans who are young and old, and the older women too, and the boys too. It is an incredible experience to get to play a strong female character and then to have that effect of positivity and the impact of believing in yourself when you watch these characters. And I know it's just, especially in this day and age, Marvel really does it in such an extraordinary, heightened fashion, whether it's someone who's intelligent and learns and discovers her bravery like Simmons, or
Someone.
I also
Someone
have
not.
What? Okay, I said some English. What did I just say?
Oh, I don't know.
Sounded right.
Oh, did I say something
No, you were
wrong?
on it.
No, you're on it. Keep going. Keep going. Don't let Chloe throw you off.
I understood that.
You're on a roll. It was awesome.
I'm sorry, but and then someone like a Daisy character who is kind of alone and lost and rebellious, and yet having discovered her purpose or just this otherworldly power. And I cannot tell you, whenever I do go to these cons and having that feedback, it's the perk of a job that, I'm not a policewoman, I'm not a firewoman, I'm not a real doctor or a nurse, or I don't do things that save lives, but I am truly, enamored with a job that allows this connection with people.
And I have to say something because, attitude reflects leadership. And the reason our show has so effortlessly folded in real-life women characters, which are strong, smart, empathetic, interesting women. And I'm not surprised by how many people are taken aback or have appreciated it, because it's a reflection of real life. It just hasn't been shown in TV as often as it should at all. And a huge part of that is because our showrunner, Maurissa, she is one of the most inspiring women I've ever met, and she's leading the pack, and it's been an honor to kind of get to work in with an empowering group of women.
Oh,
yeah.
Hi, I'm Landon. I'm from here in San Diego, and my question is, since Marvel's Most Wanted didn't get picked up, when are Bobby and Hunter gonna return to S.H.I.E.L.D?
Great question. Jeff?
I think we're best saying that's classified. Wouldn't that be the answer?
It's definitely classified, but keep watching.
Hello, my name is Evan. I'm from Diamond Bar.
Hello, Evan.
Hi, Evan.
My question is, why did you guys have the feeling to kill Ward and Lincoln?
Yeah, why? Why did you have that feeling to kill them?
Well, Jed, why don't you tell Evan, this little boy from Diamond Bar, why you felt the need to kill Ward and Lincoln?
It's a really good question, Evan.
We didn't like killing Ward or Lincoln.
We've never regretted it more than right now. It's for us. We're telling a story, so sometimes the story's got to be sad, sometimes it's got to be happy. We loved those actors very, very much, so it was a very hard decision for us to make, but we felt like our other characters needed to go through the pain of that in order for us to tell better stories moving forward. And I'm sorry.
We're really sorry. Aww. We're really, really sorry, Evan.
Well, Evan, keep watching. You know, there may be new surprises that make you even happier.
Hi there, my name's Caitlin. I'm from Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Hi, Caitlin from Hershey.
Woo! Home of the chocolate. If your characters could go back to the very beginning of the series and give themselves a piece of advice, what would they tell themselves, and maybe why?
Nice.
Wow.
Wow. Why didn't you think of that question, Jeff?
What'd you say?
I said, why didn't you think of that question?
Why didn't I think of that question?
That's a good question.
Because I was too busy talking to Evan beforehand.
I'm so bad about
I have
Evan.
one.
I'd like to hear what Chloe has to
I'd
say.
probably tell myself to not date Hydra Nazi soldiers. And then let them brainwash me and control me. And then kill people and beat up Mac. I'm so sorry.
Ian, Ian, if you could go back and tell your character something at the very beginning, what would you have told them?
Good question. Probably something to do with Brett as well, or Ward's. Don't give him your pesto aioli sandwich because he'll chuck it away. He doesn't appreciate it enough.
Hi, I'm Tegan DeLeon from San Diego.
Hi,
right
Tegan.
Here. And my question is, since we unfortunately had to witness the deaths of Hive/Ward and Lincoln, should we mentally start to prepare ourselves for a new love interest for Daisy?
Yeah. We're trying to cast that, but nobody seems to want the job. because they know it has a extermination date. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody wants to date Daisy.
Do I have a new love interest?
It's a really good question.
Yeah, you should prepare mentally, physically, everything you need to do. I think that she's rattled from what happened, Daisy, so it won't be right away, but people find solace in other places and they have to move on, so prepare.
She needs to get laid.
What did you say?
What did
That she needs to get laid. But I said it in a weird accent.
Hey
now.
I'm sorry.
There's like
Sorry, Caitlin.
more than
She
children
needs
in
to
the
lay
audience.
down, and take a nap. And,
This is. We've already had this problem.
Yes. Evan's going to have a different question next year.
Okay.